Hello everybody, welcome, Bill Shaka here. Welcome to another edition of the 5-Minute Motivator, where we are still celebrating the arrival of a new course entitled Increasing Self-Confidence Through Public Speaking. Now remember, ladies and gentlemen, these 5-Minute Motivators, it's a one-take recording, so there could be birds flying around and a whole bunch of other things. I am not editing anything out, it's just one take. Now, this is the 11th installment of the 5-Minute Motivator, designed specifically around the public speaking course that's going to be out very soon. I'll talk a little bit about that toward the end of this particular episode. But what I would like to talk about today is a very important success technique toward becoming an accomplished public speaker. And I like to call it the P cubed technique, P to the third. And by that, I mean this: practice, practice, practice. One of the most important things that you can do in terms of becoming a more accomplished public speaker is practice. All right, so let's talk about that. We've gone through the research, we've designed a talk, we've developed what we're looking to do. At this point now, well, we need to spend the time between where we are now and the time the talk is actually scheduled in polishing the talk, polishing ourselves. How do we do that? By practicing. Now, there's a couple ways that I would suggest you practice. First thing you could do, practice alone. It's simple. You know, when I was studying when I was actually teaching economics for the first year or two, it was not unusual for me to be in my car like this. And I was actually practicing the lectures, and I was practicing them alone in my car. I'm sure the people that were next to me at the traffic light were saying, what the hell's wrong with this guy? But it's okay. Practice by yourself if you have no other choice. Another practice technique is to practice with other living things. Dogs are tremendous listeners. So if you need to speak about something, practice in front of your dog. Cats are okay too, but dogs are definitely better. Don't pass up your family. And by your family, I don't only mean your spouse, children, or micro family, nuclear family. I also mean perhaps if your parents are aging and you go to visit them, hey ma, hey dad, could you listen to what I have to say for a few minutes? It's really important. They're going to say yes. Try it with your grandparents. Try it with your Uncle Joe. Try it with your Aunt Minnie. And that continuous practice is going to help you. Okay? So the first thing is practice by yourself. The second thing is practice with another living organism. Here's the third thing, and this is where it becomes really, really important. Record yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, I got to tell you, back in the mid-'80s, this was a daunting task. We had to get this big, huge VHS recorder and put this gigantic tape into it, and eventually record ourselves, then take the tape out and shove it into the player to see what we look like on the television, low resolution. Really a difficult process. I'm not suggesting it was a bad process, because I have a feeling that it kind of made me better. But it's so much easier now. What I'm doing right now is I have a telephone on a tripod and I'm recording. And this is something that you can do too very easily. You could record in front of your computer. Once you start the recording process and you get past the fact that, oh, look at me, and really start analyzing the information, you are going to be able to string together additional ideas, as well as learning to polish your technique in your presentation. So this is all really important stuff. Record yourself. Record yourself as often as you can. One of the things I like to do decades ago, before video became as commercialized as it is, was record myself audio and then listen to it in the car on a little cassette. There are a million things that you can do to practice what you need to accomplish. Here's something else you do. While you are practicing, especially if you're recording or you're practicing alone, visualize success. Visualize the audience clapping. Visualize the audience nodding in anticipation of what you're going to say next. You're setting yourself up psychologically for success. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Remember, check the link below. This course in increasing self-confidence through public speaking is a fairly dynamic process. It's a 30-lesson course designed to basically take one 5 or 6 or 7 minute lesson every day for a month and then determine what ideas are going to work for you and which ones aren't. You can certainly binge watch it too if you'd like to. It's 3.5 hours worth of material. Anyway, I've priced this at basically the price of a couple cups of coffee. So please, go through this process. There could be some life-changing and career trajectory-altering information in this class. I hope you feel the same. Anyway, we are over the 5-minute mark. This is Bill Shaka thanking you for your time. Looking forward to seeing you in the next episode of the 5-Minute Motivator. See ya.